So the car boot was cancelled. Well, it wasn't cancelled. I cancelled it because I woke up at 5 o'clock and I went to go to my car and it was absolutely chucking it down. No point going to car boots when it's like that. Went back to bed, woke up, I thought, let's do a video of a different area of me going around charity shops. So I'm in Stafford today. It's about 25 minutes away from where I live. I've been here once before and it was absolutely terrible. It's a bit like Cannock, and we all know about the Cannock videos. Not very good at all. But they've had a massive redevelopment over the last couple of years since I've actually been here, and I'm going to give it another chance and see what it's like. There's around about 6 or 7 charity shops in the centre, and there's a massive superstore apparently up the road, and I'm going to go and take a look at that as well. So hopefully there's some decent stuff and I can pick up some real good bargains. So you'll probably be looking behind me and going, that looks pretty nice. It's a nice little town. It's a nice little town. But last time I came here, it was absolutely run down, and it's down behind me, which is the worst bit. This bit is the bit which is nice. There's a couple of charity shops up the top of this little town centre, so I'm going to go to these first, and then we're heading down to the bit where I always remember it's proper run down. And the first charity shop is Blue Cross, and it's closed. There we go, another shop run down, and there we go, another shop run down. So I don't know where I am, but I'm in this like massive shop. See, it's just huge, really big, full of loads of it. Maybe it's just to help people in poverty or something like that, but everything here is 50p. So really nothing in there at all, but really nice to see that, you know, helping out people who can't afford much. Everything in there was like 50p, a pound, even had food, everything. So yeah, really nice. But I've just seen a Oxfam sign, so we're going to go in there. $49.99, brand new, heavily branded, brand new stuff from Enquiries. Looks like they got a sponsor. It's not worth anything now. Reese coat here, but 15 quid. It's alpaca and virgin wool, but I think it's fake because that's not the sign. It doesn't look like that. Diesel coat, 25 quid. Jaeger, 40 quid. It's nice, but is it worth that much? Armani jeans, 10 quid. Lipsy bag, 6 quid. Look at this. GameCube, Game Boy, PlayStation, Sega. Nice, but nothing really of value. What have we got here? A McDonald's McFlurry maker. £25. There's only 2 solds, and they've gone on bids for like £5. Other people are trying to sell them for £15. That is a wow, way overpriced. No wonder it's still here. We've got a Microsoft ergonomic keyboard here. I've just checked inside just to see if it was new or not. It's not, it's proper scummy. £20 though, again around about 29 quid, so again really not worth it. Finally onto the men's clothing, and we've got some good stuff here, but again it's just too expensive. I'm not really going to make much money off that, am I? It's the best charity shop here so far. Under Armour, £10. It's just too pricey. I've now got a British Heart Foundation, which is the most expensive charity shop I have ever been in, and I think it's a furniture one, so we're not going to get much stuff in here. Apparently there's a sale on today. Anybody want a Next toaster, which is being heavily used with free breadcrumbs? That is disgusting. I would never buy a second-hand toaster. I mean, look at that. Who's gonna buy that? and then a fully tested stereo system with the play button jammed in. Who remembers him? Where's he gone? Anthony Wall Thompson. But we're going to go into a Catherine House hospice now. It looks quite good actually. What are these? Christmas little... I might have to do some research on these. So all these, there's a bundle of them just sold for around about 100 quid, and you're working around about 80 quid if I bought them all, which is just, there's no point in it. They're just spot on. I might actually see if I can haggle and just buy the lot. I don't know. I'm a bit like on the fence with these because I've got the boxes, so, and they are Christmas related except for one. Yeah, I've got some very, very cool stuff in here. Very cool stuff. Vintage stuff. Domino Express, something I usually pick up for quid. Gold Rush Extra Sketch. Look at that. 7 quid. It's just like, that's pretty cool for 2 quid, but won't fetch much. Star Wars magazines.
Yeah.
They wasn't going to knock down any price on them things, understandably, but that shop was absolutely cool. We got one more shop, the PDSA. Liverpool training top, 15 quid. Proper pulled. Vintage Pink Panther. It's only worth about 16 quid though. Oh, that's nice. £2.99. Looks tiny. Kids one. Tons of plushies, but I don't think there's going to be anything in here. So I have just spent £60 in PDSA on one coat. That is probably one of the most expensive items I've ever spent on one item. The reason is, it's a hunting jacket, it's 3XL, it's brand new with tags, and sold for this are around about £200. So if I can get that price, I'm on to a winner. But you'll have to wait a bit longer until you see it, because I've got one more charity shop that's a bit further out. Like I said, Catherine Hospice one is supposed to be like a mega store, so I've done around here. The last charity shop has got me a banger, which I've paid for it, but yeah, you'll have to wait until I get home until you see this, because it's absolutely beautiful. So I've just popped into B&M and I've picked up some more things for my Lego collection. Little Triceratops, or whatever you want to call it. Well, it's the Triceratops, isn't it, sort of thing. Little baby thing. The Jurassic World stuff seems to go up in value. And then underneath is the Game Boy, the thing I've been looking for ages. We are at the mega store. It looks massive. It's in the industrial state. Look at the size of it. If you like clothing, there is a lot of clothing, and of course most of it's women's. Going to the men's clothing now, and I've just got to show you this because this gives me Mr. Motivator vibes. Look at that, that is Mr. Motivator all day long. I feel like wanting to buy it, even though it's got no name on it. It's £5 though. I'm not buying it, it's not worth it. Let's see what shoes are here. M&S, brand new, £25. That's not bad, to be fair. You know, they are brand new. Oh, hello. £15 though. It is brand new. That's an euro, sorry, on the back. Let's check if it's real. Should be a little Adidas thing in the corner. Yep, it's last year's. Oh, a year ago, not a year ago, 2 years ago. Looking about £25. Look at that. USA. Just small though. Onto the tech. Oh, you never know. Some of these might be worth it. Not for that price. You're never gonna. I can get one of these for a £5. Guys, do you think that's a 70 or a 20? It looks like a ZO to me, but you're looking around about £60, 70 at a push, depending on condition. It's obviously been pack tested. It's a bit scuffy around the sides. It's got a bag in there as well, so I can test it. I'll have a word with the till when I get to it, because £20 is a bargain. But something I am going to buy is all of these. £6 for a bag of 30. On eBay they sell for £40. So I'm back home and I'm going to show you the coat, but before we go on to the good part, I need to show you the bad part. Right, the last charity shop, I got a bit overexcited, didn't I? And picked up a load of these. Spent £54 on these, and I looked at the wrong price. I didn't realise it was a multi-pack of like 4 or 5 or something like that. Not just one pack. So, I've been looking at the prices and they all go for what I paid for them. I'll be lucky to make money. Touch wood. The coat that I haven't shown you because it was right behind the till. Couldn't film in there. I think I did film in there, but I couldn't film that actual coat. Yeah, it should get me £200 easily because it is new. I personally have never heard of this make, and the make is Alan Payne of England Country Collection. The coat is the Combrook range, as you can see, all tagged. It was on for £99, but this is a £200 coat. Nice big size, so if you're wearing one of these, you probably got loads of layers underneath. So maybe if you're an extra large or 2XL, you'd buy a 3XL, you know. And also, people that wear these are fed well, aren't they? You know, because they're rich. So a £200 coat, 2 of them have been sold recently for over £200. Like I said, I paid £60 for that. So that's a £140 profit if I sell it. If I sell it on Vinted, which I could do, yeah, £140 profit. If not, after fees, probably about £100 profit. But what do I think of Stafford as a place to go to hunt for stuff in charity shops? It's not as bad as Cannock. Cannock is still by far my number one of worst place to go. It's run down on the edge, so parts which is not the main square, you know, where you first saw me walking around. That is the main strip. Loads of nice shops on that part. And there was one charity shop was absolutely amazing. So much vintage stuff. I could have looked at all the stuff in there, but I know they were selling it at pretty much maximum profits, you know, for themselves. I couldn't even get any money off the whole set of them figures, which is something that I might have not bought them, but it's in my head now. They are worth picking up. If you can see them figures, Lame or something like, or Lane or something like that, they're worth picking up because they fetch around about 10 to 15 quid each. The houses fetch anything up to 40 quid. So a big bundle, like in that shop, you're looking around about 100 quid. If you're around that area, it's all right. But if you don't live around that area, I wouldn't bother traveling to it. It's just not good enough. The quality's not good enough. There's some nice charity shops, really nice, maybe for a day out or doing the surrounding area. So if you're like around Shropshire, because it's part of Shropshire, Stafford, yeah, I would go. And then pop into where I live, maybe Shrewsbury, maybe not Cannock, but that area, and do like a whole day out, then I would. Going there especially, I wouldn't. It's just not worth it. But guys, this is the reality of reselling. Sometimes you can pick up amazing stuff. Like I said, I picked up an amazing coat. I've paid the price for it, but 60 quid for a coat like that, even for yourself, is cheap. You can't buy a coat like this for 60 quid nowhere, not for this quality. So yeah, even if it was second hand for 60 quid, I probably still could make about 150 quid, maybe, probably, yeah, around that price, because it must be a good make. I had to find out the make, and when I saw that make, the actual make, what the actual coat is, the actual brand as well, combined, I knew I was on for a winner. So yeah, it's just a shame I didn't get on camera. But then again, I messed up wasting 54 quid on a load of pads. I'm probably going to put them on Facebook Marketplace, to be honest, because I might just do a bulk lot and just sell them for like 60, 70 quid maybe on there. I don't know. You know, somebody will need them. People always need them. And, you know, if I can make a bit of money out of them, then I will. But guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, you know what to do. Like it, subscribe, and I'll see you again soon. Goodbye.